All right, y'all. So this is the finished look. Isn't he lovely?
Just take a quick
Ooh,
picture.
isn't he wonderful? I'm backstage at Cirque du Soleil's headquarters, and I am about to get schooled in the ways of the makeup brush by one of the greats. Now, I obviously have permission to record her, but I don't know if she wants her profile out there, so we're just gonna call her Mary. Mary.
So today I'm gonna do your makeup.
If you get that reference, you eat ginger snaps and you need a nap. What you doing on social media?
And tomorrow what we'll do is that at each step, I will do half of your face, show you the techniques and everything. Luckily, I already have some experience, some.
Not too much.
And then you held the brush before, so you're like a little bit like, what do I do,
I'm still gonna be holding like that.
So I'm gonna start by applying the primer that I was telling you about. Usually we give like this kind of primer.
Now, she's given a lot of context here, and I appreciate it. But I'm not the biggest makeup girly, okay? I'm a part of the LGBTQ alphabet soup mafia, but makeup is not really my thing. So slow down, Mary.
Grace, I would love to look back then. I would love it. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can't do it. It's so funny. I know you peeped the accent. So right now I'm in Montreal, Canada. That's where this amazing accent is coming from.
Just for fun.
Yeah, I worked on cruise ships for a couple years, and so we would sometimes port in Athens, parade.
Now that's one thing I will forever be grateful to this industry for, because I literally went from a dude who didn't even have a passport to having to get a second passport in a matter of 2 years because it was full of stamps. I mean, I was waking up in a different country every day. That's insane.
Wow. But that's the thing. Europe has like such a different vibe.
And it's like, like in the States, you take 4 hours to get from Chicago to somewhere in California, like LA.
Yeah,
In Europe, it's like you're in a different country.
Right?
It's so crazy that the states are like that. Like you spend 4 or 5 hours just trying to travel one state over, and you still speaking the same language, eating the same food, seeing the same people. In Europe, you get on a train casually. In a matter of a couple hours, you are literally transported into a different world. All right, so this is me and Mary's first time. So I'm just checking the mug, making sure she ain't playing in my face. And nah, she's killing it.
What instrument do you play?
The throat.
The
Singer.
Ooh, okay, now. Pause. Now, I really feel like that's how every vocalist should answer that question, right? It's still an instrument, it's just organic.
Reaction when they asked me to play the maleket. I've never heard of that before.
The maleket?
It's like...
Yeah, I was just as confused as she is. The fact that they even asked me to play an instrument when I have never fluently played an instrument in my life, let alone live, is insane to me.
A block with a whole lot of different squares.
When I tell you I am spending hundreds of hours trying to learn how to read music to play an instrument I ain't never even seen before, this is insane. The things we do for a paycheck. My God.
Like, what if we say mooses or moose? No, plural.
Plural.
Moose.
Moose?
Moose? Okay.
I don't think we play. Do we play fishing?
Fish, no, fish, right? The fish.
There's a lot of fish in the sea. There's a lot of moose in the woods. Yeah, moose.
Now here I go, and I still haven't looked it up to this day. Is it mooses? I'm learning French right now, and I mean, even in Japanese and Spanish, things just make sense. It's like almost mathematical how much sense they make. English is just here to confuse everybody. I mean, it's really just gatekeeping when you think about it. Gatekeeping in classism. Don't want nobody speaking a secret code.
Now, in order to do that kind of fade, we're gonna go with different colors. Yeah, they're beautiful, right?
Especially the new show that just left upstairs, I saw.
Alizé for Berlin. Oh yeah. Oh, that's gonna be gorgeous. Oh yeah.
So now we're finally getting into some action. She's applying the first layer of contour to my forehead, the contours of my cheeks, and underneath my jawline. And see, this is the reason why I don't say I do makeup, because finding your own contour, your own jawline over and over again correctly, that's calculus, child.
I wonder if that was a criteria the fact that you're so tall.
That kind of makes sense now. I didn't realize.
It's so funny how people think being tall is a flex. Y'all, when I tell you it's the biggest double-edged sword you ever want to have, because on one hand, yeah, like cruise ships, certain shows, they love height. But for the most part, you're gonna be replacing somebody. And ain't nobody else 6'3" and 211 pounds, which means you're not gonna be able to fit the costumes they already have, which means you're gonna be unemployed. Now, I will say out of the past 7 or 8 shows I've done, at least 5 of them have created brand new costumes for me. So I'm super appreciative. But just know, if you hire me, I can't fit your shoes and I can't fit your pants. Got too much cake.
Sorry.
Now it's easily been like 20 minutes already, and you mean to tell me we are nowhere near complete? And I'm gonna have to do this every day? Get somebody else to do it.
I'm leaving the light color here. So I'm just coming in. So it's kind of like a fade.
Yeah.
And POV of me plotting how not to do anything she's saying, and where I can find a temporary tattoo of this exact same look, because there's no way. I can't. I can't every day. Like how?
It's already so advanced. I used to get my makeup done for an hour, but for the Lion King,
Really?
for Rafiki, yeah, it was
Oh.
intense. But I thought, after watching it for 6 months, I was like, oh, I can do this.
No. So once the artists are comfortable doing it and they know what to do, it takes like, on average, less than an hour. Less than an hour.
Less than an hour.
If you tell us it takes less than 30 minutes, that makes sense.
Okay, 30 minutes and 1 second then, girl. Man, I miss that makeup chair. When I tell you, getting your makeup done or your hair cut is the best sleep you ever gonna get in this life. The best. So now we're finally getting to the fun parts, adding the black to the same contour areas. And this is what brings a lot of that drama, that mystery.
Try to lift your camera up so that your eyes look up a little bit. Yeah, there you go. So.
And just look at that execution. I mean, she just went swipe, swipe. Like, I'm just trying to take it all in because it's the last time I'm gonna see this makeup like this for a long time.
You're so attached to your facial hair. It's crazy. Yeah.
Look like different creatures without.
Yeah, even you, would I ask you to shave, you'd be like,
No.
See, that's another thing that can get tough about this industry. Shaving every day. Men of color, a lot of us can't afford to do that because our hair grows in curly. And so once you cut the hair follicle underneath the skin, it tries to grow upward, but it can't. So it gets trapped underneath the skin, coiling and coiling and coiling. And then you've got a face full of bumps. And I need this mug for my paycheck, y'all. So we're finally getting to the lips. Now this is gonna be one of the most annoying parts of my makeup routine because I gotta eat. So I'm gonna have to take this off and put it back on and take it off like 50 million times a day.
When it's how do I travel with it to keep it from jumping all over the place?
oh, you make sure, but you don't travel with it in your luggage.
Oh, it's
Once you're on tour, they pack up the stuff and you put them in a rope cases and then they travel. So you don't have to worry about that. All you need to do is make sure that your brushes are clean. I'm going to show you how to wash them,
I feel so cheated that I'm just now finding out that we have road cases that we can travel with on tour. So I'm thinking, oh, I can only bring 2 luggage. Wait, luggages? Anyway, come to find out, I could bring my entire life with me if I want. I could even bring a person. So if you know anybody, there's a moose on the loose. And so here's the part that used to confuse me whenever I would see women or drag queens do their makeup online. When y'all turn yourselves to powder donuts, and I go like, why undo all that hard work? The technical term for this is setting. You're setting your makeup. But really, I feel like it's just another form of gatekeeping. Y'all really just trying to scare people off from learning how to do makeup by making things overly complicated and unnecessarily difficult. And you should be ashamed. And if you can't tell, I am dying trying to hold in these coughs and sneezes because come to find out, I am allergic to this stuff. Also, let me put a PSA out there. I did not realize until this process that I'm allergic to a lot
And
of
this is a
stuff.
pretty-
Certain contracts force you to be a little bit more cognizant of what your voice is doing and the condition of your throat. And I did not realize until recently that I struggle with severe allergies. I can't tell you how many times I've mistaken allergies for a cold or a viral infection when really it was just dust and horsehair.
Just take a quick picture.
Isn't he lovely? Ooh, isn't he wonderful? Alright, y'all, so this is the finished look. Obviously, I'm lying. I'm losing my mind because I've been sitting here for an hour and my face is feeling like real squeezed. It's really uncomfortable. Now, this is the part of the makeup that's gonna screw me up the worst because it's deceptively simple. Looks like she's just dusting powder off of my face, but she is being so careful not to spread those creams that she works so hard to blend out. See, look at that. Now, you would think all that white powder would just ruin everything, but it looks great, honestly. Now, the lips are just about as dry as my humor, but we gonna fix that too.
Easy peasy.
Is this your music?
No, I think the girls put on like a playlist or something. Why, are you liking it?
No, yeah, I like this album. I went to see the Cowboy Carter tour in Paris, and it was the one night she brought Miley Cyrus out to sing.
No, this tour, I never need to see Beyonce ever again. After this, it gave me everything that I could ever have wanted from her. I mean, just all the greatest hits. And then to see a living example of someone who knows how to bring the best out of their gift at every age, like at every stage of her life. Like, not once did I feel like she was up there trying to compete with an older version of herself. She was living in her now.
Like a lot of what's transcribed, like on the sheet music, is not what they're singing now. So I had to like go in and like
Modified it?
Oh, a lot of it. A lot.
Ooh, let's talk about the work that us artists do before we even get a job. First of all, we start at the audition with hours and hours of prep, the psychological warfare we have to endure, hearing all those no's and making sure that our self-worth doesn't go in the pits. And then you get the job and you still at home spending every waking hour going through lines and memorizing choreography. Whew. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? I'm grateful for every red cent I make. But let's be real, there really ain't too many productions out there that are truly compensating you for all of the work that you're putting into it.
But I was looking at the Mad Apple because I was assuming that was the only one that they would be interested in me for.
Okay.
And I think I just clicked on the profile just to see like what the...
Yo, what's that saying? God laughs at our plans, or our plans are too small for God, something like that. Because Cirque du Soleil had been a dream of mine since 2017. And I just remember seeing the documentary like, man, it would be dope if I could be on that stage one day. But I just didn't see any roles with people that looked like me. There was a guy named Darius. I think he was on Broadway, Darren or Darius. And he was in a show called Volta, amazing singer. But I'm like, okay, that's one out of like 1,000 positions. So what are the chances? And in 2003, when I submitted my profile, I successfully got into the database, but I didn't hear anything back about being cast in the show. So here I am 2 years later, I moved to France and they hit me up like, hey, you want to do a US tour?
It's up to you. Yeah. You show up at the big top whenever you want. Be responsible enough so that if you know that you need a lot of...
Girl, I'm gonna need 3 business days. So this is my favorite part, the highlights. I'm going ham every time.
Just this guy here.
Okay.
I'm just afraid it's gonna turn you ashy.
Wow. Let's give a hand clap of praise for her acknowledgement of my skin tone, because when I say there are so many companies that will send you out with vanilla tights on a dark chocolate body, and I've seen it, all in the name of, oh, the budget, oh, we don't have that in stock, it will take 3 weeks. I don't care. Also got to give a shout out to Cirque because there are so many shows where we're just unrepresented as Black people or people of color. And this is an extremely diverse cast in Echo. I mean, there are people from Ethiopia, Sierra Leone, Mexico, Brazil, Taiwan, like everywhere. And this isn't one of those shows like Dreamgirls or In the Heights where you have to cast the ethnicity per the script. Nah, they actually made the choice to go out and find people from all walks of life. And I appreciate that. Cause they could've just said no. We gonna go with white people.
Not bad.
Yeah, my first 2 weeks, I'm coming in 2 hours early every day. And they had to all introduce themselves.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna get it, watch.
Record since the past like 4 years is this guy over here.
The swirly one?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was, the character was called a waiver. It took the artist 2 hours every night.
Oh.
2 hours is crazy every night. And you gotta do it yourself. It's one thing when you sit in a makeup chair, but that's insane.
You know, like now I'm at step 16. I think you have 19 steps.
Okay.
On average, our makeups are between 20 and 25 steps.
Oof, I got
This
lucky.
was 63 steps.
Couldn't be me. You see, that's the crazy part about a job like this, because I see an audience a lot of times literally just sitting, glazing over in the eyeballs, and people on stage kicking their faces, singing high C's, and doing all of the things under the sun. The audience will never know all of the work that goes into every single moment that's provided on stage. Even when they're not on stage, they're behind the scenes training and prepping for the next act. It's an insane workload. And this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I really want the world to see, like, we are really giving it our all. This is not a joke.
Mascara?
So bad. Like I'll finish doing the makeup for something and then mascara goes on and then it's a million dots. Oh,
No, really?
yeah, 'cause I don't know I don't know if I'm afraid, if I'm scared. I try different angles. So
Oh,
you can teach me.
We have some techniques. What's that?
Lift the chin.
Lift the chin.
Yeah, I've done it. And it's just like,
Okay, so she's saying lift the chin. Does this really make a difference, y'all? Next time I'm gonna try it, but when I tell you, I might as well just dump mascara into my eye because that's where it ends up, on my eyeballs. I can't feel the wand, Mary.
When you do it, like Angie said,
Lift the chin.
When you lift the
Bring
chin,
that up.
yeah, because when you lift the chin, your eyelids go down, so you're able to see where you're going. Because if you're going like this, it's not gonna work.
but
Yeah,
how do you keep it? It's that I can't feel if it's connecting with the eyelids because it's hair. So like I can't. And so I'm like, am I there? And then by the time I actually feel it, it's on my eye.
I just love how I'm just now finding this out at this big age. And I got so many friends that do makeup and none of y'all ever tried to help me because y'all gatekeepers. That's the problem. I'm looking at you at Jasmine Barboa, BARBOA. Hashtag looks like a fingerprint. Hashtag always beat but never blended. Yes, she actually said that to me.
Unfortunately, it's such an infestation of stray dogs that they mistreat them. They throw rocks at them. Get out of my.
Oh my gosh, she making me so jealous. I've been wanting a dog for like the last 10 years, and this is one of the biggest trade-offs. It's really hard to build stability in love and in friendships, and even as something as simple as having a pet. Because you're so transient, you know, your loved ones are aging and people are getting married, you're missing special occasions, people forget about you and you forget about some things. It's a huge trade-off. And let's not even talk about dating.
but she loves us. She wants to be near us, but just leave me my space. You know?
Also me.
Yeah, itch the nose.
Cup.
Kids. Like that. And that's it. Now, the last picture, you can look at me and smile. You're happy. Yay! And it's all good. All right. Now we're going to go next door. We're going to take these 3 profile pictures.
Y'all, she was so dope. She's got such good energy and she's so talented. Not quite sure if I'm gonna be able to pull off this makeup look day after day, but this is the job now, so I gotta try. So I invite you to follow so you can watch me pour mascara down my eyeball every single day, right at the last step when I thought I was done and now I gotta clean up this mess on my face. People looking at me crazy talking about, oh, you got mascara on your nose. I know I got mascara on my nose. Mind your business. It's 10 minutes. Sorry. Like and follow. Bye.